Well, guys, welcome back. Hadn't been on here in a while. Uh, if you saw this title, that's one of the reasons why. And really not clickbait. Uh, kind of did happen. So let me, first of all, I'll bring you up to speed on that real quick. Uh, Bear Creek Lake is under an advisory. And for those of you that, follow my channel, I do appreciate that. But Bear Creek Lake is under an advisory from the state of Arkansas. And they have basically strongly advised, according to the website, not to, come in contact with the water. Let me read that to you right quick so you'll have an understanding, what's going on. And I only read that to you for you guys that are, following this video on your phone. That I'll post this and you'll see it, but it's kind of hard to read. So I'll just read it real quick to you. The website for Bear Creek says, attention, there is a harmful algal bloom, HAB, at Bear Creek Lake. It is strongly advised to avoid contact with the water while the advisory is active, as HABs can be harmful to humans and animals. Please read more at the Arkansas Department of Energy and Environment. And they do have a listing. And then here are the three bodies of water in the state of Arkansas that are currently under these advisories. That's Lake June in Stamps, Arkansas, Lake Hogue in Waldenburg, and Bear Creek Lake in Marianna. And you can see the dates that these advisories were issued. From my understanding of reading up on this, these harmful algal blooms or whatever are caused by multiple factors. And one of them being low water levels, which increases the water temperature, and then also a lack of the water moving. There's no river current in these lakes, obviously, so you've got kind of just standing water, and with that water being extremely low, which in Bear Creek's case, they've had the spillway issue where the concrete gave way and erosion underneath. That's been going on for 5 or 6 years now. It happened right before the COVID shutdown, and they brought crews out to assess what was going on with it. But because it's both a national forest, you've got the federal government, and then the state, because it's a state park. Everybody has their input, and there's budgets, and then we had the COVID shutdown, and you name it. There's been all kinds of excuses not to fix that spillway. So consequently, they have to keep the water levels down. And in the back end of that lake, where I do like to fish, it's caused the water levels to be extremely low. And I noticed some plant growth and algae the last few times I was there. Nothing significant. Even talked to the game and fish officer there one day, who talked about an invasive plant growing there, and it's just, my whole thought process at that time was, we've never had this. If they keep the water levels up, it'd make things a lot easier. But they didn't, because they couldn't, and so now here we are. And the research I've done says this is temporary. We get some cooler weather, and it is fall. Hopefully get some rain. But the real problem is it can go on for days or months. And as this algae starts to sink, it can cause fish kills. It lowers the oxygen levels in the water. So it's pretty significant, and hopefully it won't last long. If it does, we're just in trouble with that lake. But to bring you back up to speed on some other things I've been doing, I networked, or I found a Humminbird Helix 7 that I ended up buying online on Marketplace. and it already had the Ethernet cable, which about 15 foot, the way I have run it and down and around. Had the adapters or the dongles, if you know anything about connecting these fish finders, you know, networking them together. So I've got that, picked that up at a really good price, and I've got it networked to the Helix 10 up front. And this will just give me, you know, something to look at as I'm running the boat to and from my fishing spots. It was kind of awkward, disappointing, whatever, that I had all this technology up front, and when I'm driving the boat, I can't see anything. So we've changed that, and you know, we'll see how that goes going forward. The other thing, the last video I did, I had a leak, rivets leaking on this boat. Had it in the machine shop for welding 3 different times, and had yet to try it out. Well, I did try it out, and it was right after I discovered this harmful algal bloom at Bear Creek. So I didn't go there. Went a little further down the road to Storm Creek, which I've posted a few videos on that before, and took a neighbor with me. He wasn't much on being on camera, so I didn't film it. But the good news is all of that welding in the back, the boat didn't leak. So I was extremely pleased with that. And I do hope to get in some fall fishing here. You can see some of these leaves blowing and falling and whatever. But, you know, the brim fishing's about over. I do hope to catch a few more catfish. And we did catch 6 that day that we went to Storm Creek. But we're going to try it. I'll have a video soon. You know, I'm not going to stay off the water too long here unless it gets really windy and cold. But, you know, that's where we stand right now. And just wanted to give y'all an update because I hadn't been on here. And again, thanks to all of you for subscribing. I picked up a couple new subscribers along the way here. And hopefully we'll get some new content up. Thank y'all for watching. Take care.